Okay, we'd like to thank you for being part of We Kept America Great.
This is an incredible
So,
project you're doing.
thank you.
Incredible.
If you could tell us a little bit about yourself, give us your name, and just tell us what you're doing.
Okay, my name is Dr. Vanessa Weaver, and I'm president and CEO of Alignment Strategies. And we're a management consulting firm. We do work in areas of diversity and inclusion in the private sector.
Wow, that's wonderful.
We've been doing it for almost 30 years.
That's wonderful. Now, as far as by coming here today, what do you hope to take back with you?
Well, I love this prayer breakfast because it really centers you on what's really important, and it blends the gospel and the word and politics and activism. So I look forward to it every year.
That's wonderful. Now, as far as, do you love America?
Do I love America?
Yes.
Absolutely. I love America.
Now, as far as some of the biggest contributions that African Americans have made that correlates with the things that you're doing, what stands out the most?
Oh my goodness, for me, it's just so many things that stand out. I mean, if you just think about the American infrastructure, it was really the blood and sweat and toil of slaves that built America. We're here in Washington, D.C., and African American slaves built this city. And so we have a tremendous history in terms of making America great, keeping America great, and we're going to be here now and in the future.
That's right. So we kept America great.
Absolutely we did. And if you think about, for me, the role of African American women in this whole effort of making America and keeping America great has been phenomenal. And I had an opportunity about 10 years ago to produce a musical with my husband called If This Hat Could Talk. And what that musical did was to tell the story of the role that women played, black women played in the civil rights movement. And we told that story from the lenses of Dr. Dorothy Height, who was the president of the National Council of Negro Women. And I felt it was so important because the role that black women have played, are playing in the civil rights movement has often been subjugated to really the role that men have played. And that's not to demote or demean the role that men played in the movement because it was tremendous and significant. But there were black women developing the strategy, executing the plans, raising the money, and all of that people often don't know. So my husband and I felt it was important to create this musical to tell the story. We had Stephanie Mills starring in it and Melba Moore. Yeah.
Wow,
I've been on this mission of really trying to communicate and convey how important not only black women's roles are, but also the roles of black men and other cultures. So I really commend the project that you all are doing because it had a diversity. It had the multicultural lens of a whole lot of different people. Not that white people didn't play a key role, because they did. But you're talking about the role of African Americans, Latinas, Asians, Indians. I mean, wow.
Yes, we are. And as far as the segments, this is the first, more to come. So we just thank you so much for being a part of We Kept America Great today. Now, as far as when it comes down to, tell us how you feel that this country can be unified, or as far as uniting the passion and for coming together as one. What would you say?
Well, I think it's really important for multicultural individuals to not let other groups divide us. So that, blacks versus Latinos or Latinas versus Asians or whatever. I think there's such a tremendous power in the multicultural communities here. And if we pull it together, I think we can continue keeping America great.
That's wonderful. Now, what would you say to America out there in closing, as far as just anything that you might have to say?
Well, it was interesting in the sermon today with Dr. Vashti McKenzie. She really talked about the importance of us doing something, not just talking about it, but doing something. So if I had to leave a message, I would really talk about the message of activism. Make a commitment to do one step towards keeping America great. So that's my recommendation.
Thank you so much. And thank you for being part of We Kept America Great.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.